Now, this problem comes from us from Math 120, comes to us from Math 120. It's out of Chapter 6, Section 3, number 21. Men's heights are normally distributed with a mean of 68.6 inches and a standard deviation of 2.8 inches. Women's heights are normally distributed with a mean of 63.2 inches and a standard deviation of 2.5 inches. The standard doorway height is 80 inches. And then they ask you, what percentage of men are too tall to fit through the standard doorway without bending, and what percentage of women are too tall? Well, the first thing you do is you draw a picture of both distributions. And I went ahead and drew that, and the men is a mean of 68.6 with a standard deviation of 2.8, and the women is a mean of 63.2 with a standard deviation of 2.5, and that's how you get these numbers on the bottom. I'm going to take a black marker or a brown marker, and I'm going to mark the 80 that they're asking for. We're going to mark that just right over here because it's way off of 74 and it's way off of 68. So if you wanted to, then we'll mark this 80. That's the standard height of the doors in this house, or the doors that are being built, whatever the case may be. Now, it really don't matter where you put it because 80 is greater than 68.2 and 80 is greater than 74.2, so it really doesn't matter if you put it past right here or if you put it right, it doesn't matter. So we're just drawing it right here at 80, and we're looking for this percentage, and we're looking for this percentage because the question states, and I'll go back to the question right here. The question states of women that are too tall and men that are too tall. Well, men and women that are too tall are greater than 80. Okay, they're greater than 80. So that would be this guy right here. Now, I'm going to zoom out now and finish the problem and show you how we get that number, because 80, we don't have 80 in the table, so what do? Well, the first thing we do is we've got to turn 80 into a z-score. So for the men, z-score men, we're going to say 80 minus 68.6 over 2.8, and that is the z-score formula, x minus x bar over standard deviation, or in this case x minus mu over standard deviation. It's the same formula. This is the statistic, this is the parameter, population parameter, so it's the same formula. And z sub women, in other words, the z-score for the women, is equal to 80 minus 63.2 over 2.5, and that again is because of the formula. Now, these two are going to give you like 4 and 6. I don't know what the numbers are because I don't have a calculator with me, but the numbers are going to be greater. Both are going to be greater. The z-score for the women and the z-score for the men are both going to be greater than 3.5. And if you look at your table A2, you will see a note in the bottom left hand corner that says 3.5 or greater is equal to 0.9999. You need to make a note of that on your table. Now, if these areas, if the red area is 0.9999 because it's greater than 3.5, I think Z is equal to, it comes out to be, I think, 6 or something. I don't have the number right now. And this one comes out to be 4. They're both the same areas because they're both over 3.5. This is 0.9999 and this is 0.9999. So therefore this area over here, right hand side, is 1 minus the left hand side is 0.0001, and the blue right hand side is 0.0001. So the answer to the question says, what is the percentage of people, men or women, that will hit their heads or have to bend to go through the door? And that is 0.01% for the men and 0.01% for the women. And the reason it's the same answer is because they are both, the z-score for 80 on both is over 3.5. We'll do the second part of this question on another video.